It's good enough. I think it's as good as it's going to get.
Findthebestcarprice.com.
Yeah, /insider.
Can you lean forward? Can you show some energy? /insider.
And ask them if they have better lights.
And you're like, head's a little cropped out. Let me, here we go.
My head's cropped out. Okay, so,
You know what we're going to do?
No.
You remember that that promo I got you to do when we were in the Great Smoky Mountains?
Which one?
The one for findthebestcarprice.com?
Yeah. We're just going to add that here?
So, Dad, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
If I wanted to,
don't fall down the hill.
if I wanted to find the best car price,
Yeah, I don't know. I would get on the internet and I'd go find thebestcarprice.com /insider. And you know what? I'm sure Jeff and his team, even out here in Western North Carolina, have gathered and compiled all the manufacturer incentives for all the different vehicles. Yeah, there you are, Zach. Because everybody wants to know, what the hell happened to Zach? Well, I threw him off the cliff. Okay.
we're invoicing you for that, Jeff.
But
That's
yeah,
funny.
find thebestcarprice.com /insider. Tell them Zach and Ray on their trip across America sent you.
Wow.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
just magnificent.
Okay, so here's what we're talking about today. Interestingly enough, findthebestcarprice.com talks about...
Incentives.
And what are we going to talk about today?
Incentives.
We almost prepared for this one.
No, we did.
We actually did,
We
yeah.
did.
Okay, so Dad, I sent
Yes.
over to you from
Yes.
Automotive News. They
Yes.
put out a monthly consumer incentives
Yes.
from Market Scan. And I
Yes.
asked you, I said, hey, let's make a video where we're talking about like the top 5 best holiday incentives for
Yes.
consumers.
And look, just reading it says incentives in this table are a summary of retail programs offered. Programs may vary by region and model.
Yep.
So bear that in mind as we're speaking, because we can't speak about every individual region. So we're just going to, what we do all the time, we're going to generalize.
Okay, so Dad, when you
Yes.
looked through this, what stood out to you in terms of, and this is, what period does this run from? Beginning of December through?
Through probably Monday, January 4th, because that's when the manufacturers will run the programs through so that they can include New Year's Day in all their programs. And normally they don't like to do it just through New Year's Day because that's Friday. They'd miss a weekend that way. So they want to run it through the Monday, and then all the dealers can report their sales for the month.
So these are the strong year-end customer incentives?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
All right, what stood out to you on the list? And I can scroll for you.
Well,
Just
you
tell
can
me
scroll,
where.
but the first thing that I noticed on the 2021 models of BMWs, the 3, 5, 7 Series and the X5, okay, already have up to $3,850
As a cash rebate.
as a cash rebate for customers.
And those are 2021 model years.
Yes, yes. And if you say, well, what if I wanted a 2020? Well, lucky for you, on a 7 Series, they'll give you the same $3,800, $3,850. So they're not putting as much cash on the 2020s as I thought they might.
Yeah.
They are in the 5 Series, in the X3 and the X3M and the X4M, and you can get up to $5,000 on those on
Yeah.
the 2020. But I won't say anything yet. I won't say anything till we get down. I noticed it on Fords, on the Ford Expedition.
Well, I mean, let's scroll down. The title of this video is Best Holiday
Yes,
Incentive.
yes.
So, I mean, let's...
So the Ford Expedition, 2020 Ford Expedition, okay, up to $9,000 in cash rebates, customer cash rebates. Now, I'm assuming that the base model isn't going to get $9,000. The high-end model will. But here's what you have to realize. If the manufacturer can afford to give you, the customer, $9,000, and customers think, well, there's just so much money built into these cars. Yeah, from the manufacturer's perspective.
Yeah.
Obviously they sell it to the dealer for whatever they sell it to the dealer for, but there's more money that the manufacturer. I mean, they're telling you there's in excess of $9,000 factory profit for them when they wholesale a Highline Expedition to a dealer.
And for some perspective here, the EcoSport has up to 6,500, F-150 2020 model year, 5,500, Ford Fusion 5,000. Everything's down from there. So
Yes.
This is above and beyond anything. I mean, they're trying to do conditions.
Yeah, and they do this with the hopes that the dealer doesn't have to give you a discount, so the dealer can maintain his profit. What you want to do as a customer is you're going to negotiate the selling price of the car off of the MSRP. So, and then after you've negotiated that discount from the MSRP to whatever you've agreed is the selling price, you're then going to apply the cash rebates. So don't let them say, well, the car has a list of $79,000 and we're going to take $9,000 off for the rebate. It's $70,000. Well, the dealer's making, I don't know, his 8% or 10% on that. So, not that a dealer's not entitled to make some money, but you know, he doesn't need to be able to go to Tahiti just because of the car he sold you.
Tahiti. Why not Santa Fe?
Santa Fe's not that expensive
No, it's not.
compared to Tahiti.
No, that's a really good point. And so, in terms of negotiating, focus on the dealer discount, then the manufacturer incentives. And if you're looking for where to get the manufacturer incentives, that's something that we're going to be building into the Your Auto Advocate app. We've been talking about as a team. So like you enter a VIN, and then we'll tell you which are the specific incentives because they are regionalized. So
Yes.
we figured out a way that we can actually get the region specific. So like when you enter a VIN and we know which dealer's address it's at, we're going to be able to tell you which incentives apply to that dealer. What's really cool about this, Dad, and I haven't talked to you about it because I've just been working on this one behind the scenes, is that let's say there's another dealer over, a county over, a couple zip codes over, or even another state over.
Yeah.
It's going to take us a while to build this. This will be sometime next year. We'll be able to tell you, hey, this same year, make, model trim is a county over, and in that county, this incentive applies. Consider going to that dealer. Could be pretty cool.
But they do have residency requirements for some of these,
them.
some of these rebates. So if you don't reside in the
that's why you're going to be involved to help make sure you don't screw it up.
Thank God I still have a job. It's not one that pays, but I have a job. You know what else I noticed?
Yeah.
If the new Cadillac Escalade, the 2021's coming out. So on the 2020s, oh my God, the Escalade ESV. $9,500. $9,500 just in cash rebates to the customer. I mean, I don't know how to say this, but when David Letterman had his show, he would often go into the audience and he'd ask them questions and stuff, and if they'd always get a prize, and it was always a canned ham, and his thing was a big ass canned ham. Well, those are some big ass rebates at $9,500.
For perspective, the total cash rebate is 1/4 as much for the CT4, CT5, XT4, XT6, CT6, and the CT6.
Hell, the Suburban's only $3,250.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so I mean, they're trying to move 2020 Escalades. If you're in the market for one of those,
that's where I'd be headed.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Did anything else stand out to you, Dad? I know I was looking earlier. Well, here I'll let you.
Well, you know what stood out to me on a 2021 Telluride?
Yeah, here let me.
They had $500 right there. $500 on the 2020 Palisade. Nada.
Yep. So you're not going to get any deal, or you're going to potentially get dealer discounts or dealer added markup, and you're not going to get any manufacturing.
Now, if you know anything at all about the Kia K900, which is their bigger Kia. It's their big, giant
sedan.
Kia. You can get up to $8,500 rebate on that.
Yep.
And it is for a Kia an extremely luxurious vehicle. They just don't sell very many of them. One wonders why they bother to make them, but because they don't sell. Yeah, they just don't sell. I mean, obviously, it takes $8,500 in customer rebates to get people to consider them at the end of the year.
Then you've got the Audi A8, S8, A6, S6, e-tron Sportback. All of those have discounts, the biggest of which are on that A8 and S8 up to $7,500.
Yes.
The A6, S6 then at $4,000, a little bit lower. So like you can see in each manufacturer, HOEM, there's a couple that they're trying to incentivize getting sold.
Here's how I used to explain it to customers.
Yeah.
When they'd come in, they'd say, "Well, this car has 0% interest," and our cars didn't. And I used to tell customers, cars that that are offered with 0% interest is because there's zero interest in the car. The public's not interested in the car.
You mean 0% financing options?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So the 0% financing, the reason there's 0% financing is because, well, there's zero interest in that car.
Yep.
Except right now, because of the pandemic, a lot of the manufacturers are doing it just to try and keep things moving along.
Yeah, we're not talking about the finance options.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at the sheet here, there's 0% options across the board if you're super prime credit or, under a point.
Yeah, 0.9.
0.9. Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day,
Yes.
there are a lot of manufacturer incentives. And again,
Yes.
to your point,
Yes.
this is not money coming out of the dealer's pocket.
No.
The manufacturer is subsidizing and underwriting
Yes.
this. Negotiate with the dealer.
Negotiate.
How do you phrase it? You always say it's like negotiate the selling price less any manufacturer incentives.
Yes. So you want to take what they're asking for the car, and then you want to negotiate your discount, figure out what your selling price is, and then subtract the rebate. Now they're gonna leave for tax purposes, for sales tax purposes, they're going to tax the selling price that you've agreed to, because it's a cash rebate, so it's considered cash down. So it doesn't negate the sales tax that's due on it. But negotiate the discount on the car, get to a selling price that's acceptable, and then apply whatever incentives and rebates are available.
If you like these types of videos, we could do a monthly incentive video, especially when we start to bring in incentives into the Your Auto Advocate app. I mean, that'd be good marketing for us. So let us know down below in the comments if you want us to do this monthly. It made sense for the holiday season. And there were definitely some outliers in here, like the Escalade and the Excursion. So let us know down below. And
I think it was an Expedition.
Expedition, thank you. Yes.
And
we've been seeing a lot of excursions on the road on this cross-country trip.
But you know what we really like to say right now? Ho, ho, ho! Happy holidays to you and your family.
I'll put the photo of you as Santa in the video. Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome.